somehow I made an error. Good morning. Alright, so worked a little bit late last night, up this morning, and we got a little bit done. I'm not really pleased with the amount of stuff I've got done, but it's just been that flooring is one of those things that's hard to get done. Once you get going, it kind of rolls. But the beginning here has been kind of difficult to try to figure out exactly what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to kind of walk you through what I've got done as far as starting, and then you'll be able to follow along as we lay the floor. Alright, so the issue here is that you want to start on a wall, but you want to start on the left side. And of course with an RV with a huge slide out on one side, originally, and maybe this has been a bad idea, but I wanted the maximum length that I could get that I didn't have to trim, and that would have been the slide. And so I left the slide on. I measured out where the slide would be and then kind of took off of that. Probably what I should have done was just start on the walls. With a Class A, what I thought probably would have been a better idea is, and first you have to know this, you have to start on a known wall. And the known wall, of course, is the exterior wall of the RV. And so as we go through this, the places where the known walls are would be at the front next to the driver's side, you know, past the slide there, so right there, and then all the way back to the bedroom where that's a known wall there. That's the only place where we're able to reach a known wall. In the bathroom it does touch the outside, but there's a chase there, so we can't mark off of that. So what I've done is I started off with the slide, and I laid all of the floor along the slide, and then measured into the wall there, of course giving your 1/4 inch allowance for flex with this floating floor. And then last night I came back here and started here, and the issue was that this part and that part up there has to meet in the middle in a straight line. And so that's been kind of the rough thing here, about lots of math, lots of adding, even adding some flooring that I'm not going to leave down. I'll pull back up, but just to give me an area where it actually comes through here, where I could make sure that those flooring pieces will meet in a straight line. And I think that we've got that squared away. So what the plan for today is to finish this spot right here, this transition piece, to get going, and then we can lay a lot of flooring down to cover, at the very least, the long section of the floor here, and then we can start moving into laying into the kitchen, and then laying under where the love seat will be. And then of course we'll finish off with the slide in the bedroom, and then the last thing will be the entryway, because I think what we're going to do is pull that carpet out of the entryway and make that flooring as well. I'll leave the flap down thing carpet, I believe. So that's the plan for today. I've got Miss Peyton here. She's going to help out, and then we'll start rolling. So let's get on with it. Here we're at a time where we can shave something a little bit, make it a little bit easier for us. If you want to use hand tools, you can use this, which is it's a flat saw with a handle here. Right here you can see that this little piece right here is lower than the other piece, and right now this will fit under there, but it won't fit under here. And so what we're going to do is we're going to trim this. Now what you could use is this and just kind of trim like that, or what I'm going to use is I have a fine oscillating saw, and then I have this Harbor Freight one. I'm just going to use this one, and I've got a scrap piece here, and I'm going to come in flat on the top of it and just kind of trim this little corner piece off a little bit, so that the transition piece, or the piece that I've cut to fit here, can go underneath. They can go underneath this half round right here, this edge of this. So that's what we're going to do. Can use this to kind of clean out a little bit of that. So now that piece can just kind of float right up under there. And so now let's, matter of fact, keep it on there, Pay, and we'll see how this goes. Alright, so here, there we now. Now we're dry fitting this a little bit before we get going, and we can see that I'm good on this side, good on that side, but I may need to shave a little bit off of here because I think I'm right up against that inside piece, and that's okay. We can shave off a little bit.
Just be glad it's not too long. Just can't fix that.
We have a tornado warning now for upstate South Carolina. This is in effect for 23 more minutes. The National Weather Service is following a storm that will impact northwestern Pickens County and northeastern Oconee County. At 6:44 here in the last few minutes, this is the thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado located 7 miles northeast of Walla Halla or near Salem, moving east at 35